everybody. I don't usually do 2 of these a day, but I just saw a really interesting video on Twitter from Daniel Buck. That's at Dan T Thesis 396. I'll put a link in the description below. But he's pretty much saying that we should have merit-based pay for educators because the quality of the educators kind of just plateaus around 5 years, 3 to 5 years. And that every other profession has merit-based pay, right? You know, if you're a really good plumber, you make more money doing your plumbing, right? This is an interesting question because it's a public sector, usually highly unionized profession, right? I definitely agree 100% with Daniel Buck. It's going to be a really, really tough uphill battle. School choice really helps, and you're going to see a major change in the quality. Like if I could go into education full time, I would. If I could just make $80,000, $90,000, I would. And that's me taking like nearly a 50% pay cut, right? I mean, that's not really quite that high, but it's like a huge pay cut for me if I want to go become an educator, even at that. And usually 80, 90 is actually about twice as much as an educator makes, right? So now I really am like taking a major pay cut. That's like a 60%, 70%. It's awful. So you're not going to get educators that know how to like design circuit boards, do 3D designs, design for manufacture, how to do electrical troubleshooting, how to do troubleshooting for computer systems, IT, all that sort of stuff, because that's my skill stack, right? That's my technical skill stack is in embedded stuff, right? So programming embedded computers, which is really a darn shame, I think. That's a darn shame. I'd love to be a teacher. I love teaching people. I teach people for free, for fun. I'm kind of starting to go pro at it as I start coaching people. But yeah, if you're paying your teachers like a merit-based amount, the question now is not whether we should do it, is how do you do it, right? So if you want to do that, what's the best decider, right? If you have the same teachers unions and the same school systems deciding, they're just going to create the same system, right? All right, so you got to have someone else decide. So who can do it? Well, you can, in every other industry, it's the customer that decides, right? If I'm going to go visit a lawyer, I'm getting a lawyer, I'm the customer, I'm shopping for lawyers, and I say, this person's more expensive, but they're worth it. That's where you want to be. That's a professional. A professional is someone who you pay more for because they're worth it, right? That's what a professional is to me. Someone who has very, sought after skills, and creates value in and of themselves. If you had the parents decide how much a teacher would get paid, well, that's them paying the teacher with someone else's money, though, right? Because that's from taxpayer money. So how do you make that work? Okay, so you could have some other metric where the parents are deciding, but they're not apportioning it, right? You could say the number of students that the teacher has enrolled determines their pay, which would actually be a really interesting model because you would have some hobby teachers. Like I could be a hobby teacher, teach 10 students, I'd do it for free, and I make like $5,000. It's better than nothing, I guess. It's suboptimal, but that's just like one case if I was to do it, that, for that system, for that scale, the numbers will change. But if you had a full-time teacher and this teacher could just carry like a 200-person lecture, and there are teachers that can do that. If you go and look at, I think the Cato Institute, I think is them, produced this thing on education all around the world, right? And there are these sort of cram schools that you go to after school where you learn from a teacher. This is why Asian education is usually so high quality, because they go to school after they go to school. But the after school is 100% capitalistic. And teachers make huge money. And they have hundreds of clients, like hundreds and hundreds of clients. They televise it. They do the distance learning thing. People pay money for that. People pay money for distance learning because the teachers are that good. Because when you have a system that starts rewarding performance and rewards customer pleasing, when you have a direct line from your customer to your provider, your professional, then you get amazing results, like incredible results. All right, that's just my my 2 cents on it, my thoughts. If you guys want to see more of this stuff, I'm at the Alex Manassa. Go ahead and just hit the subscribe button, like the smash button, and I'll see you guys next time for more thoughts. Peace.